Hello everybody, this is Emily Elman with LimeLight by Alcone. I'm just going to do a quick tutorial today showing you how to deal with the little bit of puffiness that you might get under your eyes with some concealers. So under my eyes I'm actually going to use two different concealers. I have Concealer 0 here and Concealer 3. If you take a look you can see that Concealer 0 is real light and almost a white shade, and then Concealer 3 has a little bit of a pink undertone. I have a Gina Beige foundation color, which I can show you, maybe. So it's actually pretty similar to number 2 concealer, which is what I would use covering up any blemishes I have around my face. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm just using a little concealer brush today. And this is going to be a foundationless video. So as you can see on my eyes, I have just a little bit of puffy right underneath, and then I get a little bit of darkness below that. So we're going to use two different colors to counteract those two different issues. And these are both waterproof concealers, which are wonderful for summer. So this is something that you could recreate or use when you're going to the pool or the beach or going for a run this summer and not worry about anything moving. So I'm going to go ahead and start with that number 0 concealer, and just a little bit goes a long way. So some people like to put the concealers on the back of their hand because these are wax based, and using a little bit of body heat to warm them up can make the product a little easier to work with. So what I'm going to do where I have that little bit of puffiness is I'm going to place just a small amount of that number 0 concealer right under my eyes. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the number 3 concealer where I have that purple. I'm only going to do this on one eye so you can see the difference when I'm done. Whenever you're putting on concealer, you want to stipple, so it's, instead of brush strokes, you're going to kind of pat it into place. And then I like to blend with my Blenderful. In the name, it's wonderful for blending. I will show you that in just one second. You can actually leave just a little bit of a gap underneath that lash line if you have bags, and give yourself some natural eyeliner. I know it seems kind of silly, but it's true. I'm going to go ahead and take this. This is the Blenderful. It's real soft. I can show you the texture of it. Let's see how good I can show you that. It's a real smooth texture. It's not very porous. You just do little quarter turns to blend in. Alright. So again, that was number 0 up here, and then I did some number 3 underneath. I'm going to add a little bit more of that 3. I have that purple. Oh, it's not the right color. A little bit more of that 3. And then now that I've covered up that bubbling, I'm going to smooth through with some more 3 closer to my lash line. And you can see the difference already. I also like to do a little bit of that Concealer 0 just in the inner corner of my eye. It helps separate my eyes a little bit more, open them up. Let's see. If you're putting on any eyeshadow, this real light concealer is great to put on your entire lid. It'll give you a nice bright base, which will contrast with any shadow color that you put on, and make any shadow color you put on, whether it's light or dark, give it a more vibrant backdrop to work with. So if you've ever drawn on with crayon, for example, on black paper, it's not going to show up really well. If you put it on white paper, it's going to be, you know, a lot more of a strong contrast. So you're going to see a lot more of that color. Now I'm also going to do just a little bit of that Concealer Zero. I like to use it just slightly under my brows to help get that arch, open them up, spread them out a little bit more, kind of lift up. Can you tell the difference? Alright, so I also have some relatively hooded eyes. You can see it almost looks like my lid shape is sitting on top of my lash line. And one of the ways that you can counteract that using the Perfect Eyeliner pen is to actually go underneath the lash line and just tight line. So I'm using a very small amount. Just a very small amount. And you can see that just adding that little darkness under there gave me a little more lift that I didn't have before. I'm just going to blend through. And then I'm going to put on some mascara for you. This mascara is the best mascara you'll ever come across. It's a one-step fiber mascara. And I like to bend my brush, just a little bend in it the first time I use it. I can show you it looks just like a normal mascara wand, but the fibers are actually built into the product, which is great. So you can go ahead, when you bend it, you can get a little bit closer to that lash line. You want to get as close to the skin as possible and wiggle through. You're not going to have to keep adding product. Little goes a long way. It's really a buildable mascara. Just moving those fibers up and out. Oops. Lengthening the lashes. That wiggling helps volumize and comb while you're doing it. And I have, you can see on this side, I have really short blonde lashes. So this mascara has done wonders for me for combating that problem without having to go into any nasty lash lengthening serums or anything like that. This is what I would do if I was going to the pool or to the beach. This is my real simple makeup look, just to cover up any blemishes, help myself look a little brighter and lighter, ready to take on the day versus completely barefaced and looking like the tired toddler mother that I am. So you can see I have not dipped more. I'm still working with that original amount of product that I pulled out on my wand. There's no need to pump and keep grabbing more. And you can, because it's buildable, you can keep grabbing more, but it's not really necessary. Professional makeup, all of LimeLight's makeup is professional, and one of the great things about that is that a little goes a long way. Drop some of my bottom lashes, which, you know, not everyone likes to wear mascara on their bottom lashes, but when you're a blonde like myself, you don't appear to have any, so. Except, you know, I still have not dipped back for more mascara. If it's a heavier mascara day, I'm wanting a more dramatic look, I would dip back in. You can do multiple coats. But I got a little under my eye. But it's not, you know, when you're just doing a simple natural look, you don't need multiple dips. You can just work with all that product, keep going back and building up. So real quick, it's that easy, ladies. I'm going to throw on just a little bit of bronzer. Let's see. I'm absolutely in love with our bronzer. great in summer. So this right here, this bronzer, and this is number 6 blush. It's glowing. Both of them are wonderful, and actually I'm going to do both because why not? So this is number 6, and I'm using it as a highlight, the angled brush, just adding a little in here out of here. Just give it a little shimmer, and then I'm going to go ahead and do some bronzer. And I'm going to do bronzer just a touch as a bit of a contour, so kind of under the cheekbone. And then I'm going to go ahead and use a little blush also. Number 4, which is Keen, which I'm going to show you right here. Again, this is a no foundation look. It's just real quick and easy. I can show you the difference in the side of my face. So I have 2 different concealers I use on my eyes. Perfect Mascara, number 6 Glowing Blush, number 4 Keen Blush, and then a little bit of bronzer. And then I'm going to go ahead and take a clean brush. This is something I like to do. It's not totally necessary. And I like to blend when I do all 3 of those colors. And just kind of blend them through and up. That's it, ladies. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope this helped you get out and enjoy some summer weather, feeling fresh and beautiful.